What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you should click the box down below and subscribe for more videos. My name's Ashley, if you don't know. I'm sorry if I seem like a little disoriented. I just got back from spending 3 days in Disney World. I knew that I needed to seize this great lighting opportunity and film my long-awaited Let's Talk about the Netflix series on my blog. I waited a while because now I've watched it twice and I've gotten other people to watch it and like have talked about it with other people because I wanted their opinions. So now I've combined like everything I want to talk about into like some positives and negatives, and I'll just get into them. So my first negative about the show was the comedic relief it had in the middle with like Jamal and the gnomes and Chivo. I see what they were trying to do, like they are all freshmen, so it made sense to have a kind of like adolescent problem, following a treasure map. It was a little childish. You have this like grown man who has this like obsession with like gnomes, and the gnomes have like keys and they're like the key to the treasure hunt. I personally didn't like that aspect, that little comedic relief situation, but I know some people that did because they thought that it was appropriate for that kind of issue to be brought up in the show. I didn't like it. The biggest thing for me though, Olivia's Spanish. I think Netflix could have done better with casting her role. It made me cringe.
Enough! Están actuando como un grupo de niños. Si alguien dice otra cosa, les voy a pegar en la boca. All of you behind the bleachers, now!
Why? Like it didn't sit well with me. And then again at the end, when her parents are on FaceTime and they're like speaking to her in Spanish and then she's responding in English, I'm like, why can't you just, like speak your native language to your parents? But, okay. And also I didn't understand why, when the time was appropriate for Monse to just tell the truth about her and Caesar to everyone, she didn't, and she only told half the truth. I was like, you had the perfect opportunity to tell your fam that you and Caesar have something, and she just didn't. She just blew it. Like, Monse is such a scaredy cat. She tries to act all like fake hard, but she's just like really insecure, which is totally appropriate and normal. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's like if you have the opportunity to come out and say something, why didn't you? So those are the only negatives I really had about the series, and now I'll move on to the positives. So obviously the show is really important because like representation matters. And I know this was a big thing because people were upset that Netflix wasn't promoting this show, and a lot of the criticism was coming from a place of the show being centered around Hispanics and people of color. I honestly wish that a show like this could be on Disney Channel, because I was actually just talking about this with my friend the other week of how Disney Channel is just like trash now, and it's like it just like lacks everything it did back then when I would like avidly watch Disney Channel and TV in general, because I really don't. And also the characters are really relatable, whether you identify yourself with one of them or pieces of all of them, whether it be their bad qualities or good qualities. I see a lot of myself in both of like Jamal and Ruby, because I'm like panicky half of the time, but I'm also the one that like takes charge and like overdoes things and like tries to make everything work out, kind of like a control freak. So I see myself in both of them. Personally, everything about the characters fit within the context of the show, which I really liked. And like I was stating before, the show has really real problems. Like, there are these 4 teenagers living in Los Angeles, so obviously there's like, gang violence, there's poverty, and they struggle with like friendship issues and struggles within their group. I've stumbled upon some of these issues before, maybe not to that extent, but like I can relate and identify with them. And lastly, the soundtrack is really good too. Like, I realized this the second time around how good the soundtrack is. And if you follow me on Apple Music, Well, if you follow me on Apple Music, it should be there because I listen to it a lot. So it should be in like the listening to. It's the On My Block soundtrack. If you wanna, follow me on there, you can see it. So typically, I don't like coming of age movies or TV shows. Like, in my opinion, they're kind of just like cringy and overdone, just like, oh,
like this is a new stage of my life, I'm gonna be a completely new person.
Those just normally don't sit well with me, and I feel like Netflix has a lot of those. But On My Block is different. I think it has a lot of qualities that deserve to be seen by everyone, especially young kids. And I was going to say that's why it should be renewed for a season 2. last week it got renewed for a season 2, so I'm happy about that. And I'm probably gonna binge watch it in a day, just like I did the first season. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. As always, like the video if you liked the video, and comment down below what your favorite part, least favorite part of the show was if you've seen it. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.